Okay, hi there, my name's Sharon and you're listening to Radio Broccoli. I come to you in association with the TDF, or the Disability Foundation, which is a fantastic charity here based within the hospital. It's been running for 20 years this year, so we're all celebrating the success of that. I'm a hypnotherapist and I volunteer there on a Saturday morning, and I obviously see a lot of patients, a lot of clients, with all sorts of issues. So over the course of the next coming weeks, we're going to be discussing some of those and how you can collaborate with your mind to get a better relationship, and help yourself heal, help yourself with anxiety, maybe confidence issues. And today's discussion actually is going to be around anxiety, because I get a lot of mail and requests about anxiety. In fact, when I started out, I found I got so many that it was an area I ended up specialising in, and I've come to love working in it. Now, for one thing, many people can come to me and they don't actually know if the symptoms that they're experiencing are actually anything to do with anxiety or something else. So things like dry mouth, elevated heart rates when they're thinking or doing things, sweating, shakiness, and even to a certain extent some forms of forgetfulness. Now, what they want to know or what they want to resolve is normally two things. It's one, how do you deal with those in the moment? But also, how can you prevent it from actually cropping up in the future? Experiencing panic attacks can actually be a self-perpetuating cycle or a self-fulfilling prophecy, because once you've actually had one, you're always on the edge of that kind of fear that you'll have another one. And even if you haven't, sometimes you can just feel helpless and you don't know what to do with it or about it. So while some people might recommend a quick fix, like taking an anti-anxiety pill or the very helpful, here's a brown bag, blow into that, I recommend a combination of mental and physical changes that you can make that can take you out of the cycle of waiting for the next anxiety attack. So to help you tackle those mental habits and what the causes of anxiety are, in a few moments I'm going to guide you through something which I regularly use with my clients. Now please note there are several forms of anxiety, so it would be unfair of me to try and tackle every single one of them in one recording. But the recording that we will do is all about relaxation, and it's a great place to start, and it will reach you on the unconscious level. It's helped scores of people in my own practice and clients I see at the TDF, and it's changing part of the brain that's there kind of working for you, but can sometimes need a bit of help, letting you realise that you're not in danger and you're not under threat, and there's always a way. Now I'm sure for some of you that you know what I'm talking about, but listening to the short audio track every day will retrain your mind from thinking it's in a constant state of fright to thinking in more of an even keel state of contentment and relaxation. But before I do that, I thought I'd go over some tricks which you may be able to use in your own life. Now what I want you to do, if you just take a moment as you're listening to this now and just close your eyes and just literally drift inside and imagine in your chest there's a great big clock, and that the 12 is right under your chin, the 6 is right where your belt would be, the 3 of course is on your left, and the 9 is on your right. Now if this clock was moving clockwise, it would spin in one direction, and if the clock was going in the reverse direction, it would be moving the other way. And you can imagine then that this clock is a very special clock, and it can actually tumble out in front of you, going from 12 down to 6, or even rotate backwards up inside from 6 to 12. This clock defines for you the directions in which your own feelings actually move. So right now, I want you to just stop and think of one of those things that sometimes you might get too anxious about. Because you see, you can wait until you're anxious and try to relax, or you can learn to inoculate yourself. So that rather than weeding your way out of anxiety, you're stepping around it, stepping over it, or in this case, sliding right under it. Because when you make a big picture in your mind of exactly what makes you too anxious, and I'm not saying that there isn't more than one thing, but for now, let's just pick one, just one thing that you get slightly anxious about. Pick that thing now and make the picture bigger. And you'll notice that your feelings start to move and tumble quicker and quicker. You see, if your feelings are moving through your body like that, sometimes going clockwise or maybe going counterclockwise, and it really doesn't matter which way it is. As you focus on it right now, just double the size of that picture again, and you'll notice that those feelings tumble or spin faster, And you'll notice the more anxious you get, the faster your feelings actually move. Sometimes it might help to take your finger and draw the direction of the feeling outside of yourself, so that your finger's either drawing a clockwise circle or a forward circle, or a backward circle or drawing a counterclockwise circle. And now look at what makes you anxious sometimes, and make the size of that picture bigger and bigger, and notice that your feelings are spinning faster and faster. But now, as you do that, start to slow down. Slow down in your mind. And now, let those feelings come to a standstill. And now for the really fun part. Force them in the opposite direction. You see, when you take the same feeling and you spin it backwards, you begin to feel better in an instant. Spin it faster and faster now in the opposite direction, still looking at that same picture, and suddenly it just won't matter so much. The faster you spin it backwards, the better you'll feel, because it interrupts the normal neurological mechanism. The faster you spin it, the longer you spin it, the more it recodes your neurology. So now just open your eyes and notice how just in a few moments you've changed anxiety, and you've changed maybe what that picture means to you. That's just one of a number of ways that you can help yourself, and help yourself in an instant. Another good way to deal with anxiety, if you're in the middle of an attack, is to literally concentrate on the objects around you and name the objects within your field, to take the attention away from it, and to show your mind and body that you're in control, because that's really what your mind and body needs to see. So if you're out and about and you feel like you may be having a panic attack, focus on what's around you and say it out loud. Now, luckily for most of us, depending on where you're listening, we're in London, so we can pretty much say anything out loud and no one is going to take any notice. So if you're out and about and you're having a panic attack, just stop, remember to breathe, and just say things like green tree, blue sky, red curtains, blue wall. And I know that that can sound silly, but it takes away from the panic attack, and it shows your mind and body that you can take control. The other thing you can do to prevent anxiety attacks from happening is look at what you're eating. Now, a lot of people underestimate the importance of the food that they're putting into their bodies, but it actually has a huge impact on how you go about your daily life and the chemical reactions within your body. Now, to be clear, I'm not a nutritionist, but I would recommend that you maybe come to see us at the charity, at the TDF. We've got some great nutritionists there, and maybe work with someone closely to actually have a look at kind of what you're putting into your body. So recommendations that I make to some of my clients, because I believe in a holistic approach, would be, eat lots of good quality protein and make sure you have some natural fats. Now, you'll notice that there are no essential proteins, there are no essential carbohydrates, but there are essential fats that we all must take. So looking at your 3, 6 and 9s. You can also add things like spices. Peppermint's very good for settling the stomach if you have issues with the stomach. And it's also important to keep your magnesium levels quite high as well. So eat magnesium-rich foods. They're very good for the nervous system, and can have a big impact on people who have kind of more severe anxiety. So foods that would be rich in magnesiums include things like apples, parsley, fish, dates. Avocados are great. And I also include spices, or tell people to include spices which increase dopamine levels, such as basil, cayenne pepper, chilies, black pepper, garlic, ginger. All those types of things have a really positive effect on your body. For chocolate lovers as well, you can have some chocolate, but I recommend cutting down on sugar and cutting down on alcohol. So dark chocolate, something over 80% would be best. You must avoid sugar and caffeine as well if you're suffering from anxiety. I know there's a tendency in our society to kind of reach for the sugar when we need an energy hit, or the first thing we reach for in the morning is a cup of coffee, but that really doesn't help anxiety levels. Sugar is a toxin effectively, and it's a petrochemical. So, if you've got constant intake of those items, naturally they have a detrimental effect on brain chemistry, and I don't think most people maybe assign enough or attribute enough, not blame, but kind of, look at that and kind of reducing that and how that can help them. They're also linked to a whole host of other health problems, so anxiety, but depression's also in there. Anxiety is definitely linked to alcohol as well, so if you ever kind of, I use it to calm my nerves, it might be having the opposite effect. So I'd recommend maybe reducing alcohol for quite some time, and just seeing if that has a positive effect on you. My betting is it will. So now lastly, if you're in a moment of a panic attack, there are certain physical things that you can do as well to reverse anxiety. So we've looked at kind of old NLP trick that you can use in the brain. We've looked at, focusing on the things outside of you. But I also want you to have a look at certain physical things that you can do to tell your body that it's okay. Okay. Now, in moments of fear, we all get dry mouths, shoulders tensed up, and our breathing is shortened, which can further send signals to our brain telling us, we're in danger, we're in danger. If people stop breathing, I guarantee that, the body's going to start gasping for it. So if you're in the moment of a panic attack, or if you're having something like that, again, you can kind of almost lie to your brain, if that makes sense. So in moments of stress, if you mimic the physical conditions associated with being relaxed, it can actually really help the body to relax. Okay, so things like filling your mouth up with saliva, that can cause relaxation. Because when you've got wet mouth, it signals that you're calm. Dry mouths actually signal tension. That's why a lot of people who, when they speak publicly, always sip water. That might sound counterintuitive to say that you control your mind by reversing your body's physical reactions, but it really does help. Nobody wants to live a life in crippling anxiety, and people are always looking for ways to reduce it. For much of human history, anxiety only came at times of extreme danger. It's an evolutionary response to help us survive. So everybody out there listening, I'm sure, can understand what anxiety is. It's just what's the difference between anxiety that slowly fades away and drifts off, or maybe causes me to take attention of something, versus that crippling, I can't leave the house, or I'm not going to be able to do this, or, in the heap in an anxiety attack, You can also, obviously your breathing is a great one if you're having an anxiety attack. Just literally focusing on your breathing. And there's various methods, I'm sure you've heard of lots of them, but a lot of people kind of do 4 breaths in and then kind of let it out for 8. And the more you breathe out, that's reducing the parasympathetic nervous system within your body as well. So all of those things have a great impact on reducing and reversing anxiety. But the main point of me being here today, I guess, is to take you over a recording which is in relation to relaxation. So I just want you now to find a space where you can just completely relax, and that could be lying on a bed or sitting in a chair, just somewhere that's quiet where you won't be disturbed. And in a moment we'll be ready to begin. So okay, if you just make yourself comfortable now, and as you lying down or sitting down with your feet and hands just separated, and now I want you to just look out ahead of you and raise your eyeballs right up, as if you're trying to look into your eyebrows. Now I want you to fix your eyes on a real or imagined spot and get that sensation of straining in your eyes and looking up and back a little, and just keeping your eyes glued to that spot. Now take a deep breath and exhale slowly. Take another deep breath now. Inhale and slowly exhale. And now take one more breath and hold it just for a second longer, and close those eyelids right down, just intending to become more relaxed. And already as your eyelids shut, as they shut down, the muscles and nerves in around your eyes are becoming heavy, droopy, drowsy. Your eyelids are already beginning to feel as if they're glued shut, locked tight, not wanting to open. And now you can forget all about your eyes. Already all your cares and tensions are just beginning to fade away. And you're relaxing more and more with every sound you hear. With each and every breath you take, your eyes are feeling heavier and heavier. And just allow a drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body now. Don't try to make it happen. Just allow that drifting, floating feeling to develop within you, and with each and every breath you take. And now, in your own time and in your own way, just feel yourself floating and drifting down. Time is insignificant now. and don't try to make things happen. As that drifting, floating feeling continues, and you can see perfectly well with your eyes closed. So just picture 10 steps going down. And now lower your chin slightly, so you get that same looking down feeling, as if you were looking down a flight of stairs. And as I count backwards now from 10 to 1, you'll see yourself and feel yourself treading each and every step. It might help you to imagine and feel your feet treading each step also. So right now, you're looking down, and you feel that looking down sensation, and you're ready to start moving. You're moving on to step 10, as each muscle, every nerve, grows limp, loose and lazy. You're taking step 9 now, as a wave of relaxation washes over you, and you're going deeper and deeper into sleep. Now this sleep is quite a different sleep, because it's a sleep of the nervous system, and it's much more beneficial than the kind of sleep you might take at night. You're taking step 8, and you can see and feel your feet treading each step as you move down, drift down, travel down to an even deeper level. You're taking step 7 now, and going deeper and deeper with every number I count. Your level of response is doubling, intensifying, and you're twice as deep as you were a few moments ago. And now you're taking step 6, more deeply, more perfectly relaxed, with every sound that you hear. Each and every sound around you now is flowing through you, relaxing you more and more, and you're going deeper into an awareness of yourself. You're taking step 5, going deeper with every heartbeat. You're going on to step 4 now, as each muscle, every nerve, turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 3, as you gently, calmly, easily move on over to an even deeper level. You're taking step 2, and you're drifting way down now, way down deep. And now you're taking that final step 1, and you just sleep deeply, knowing that this is just a sleep of the nervous system. And you allow that drifting, floating feeling to continue. You're going to go deeper and deeper, and the deeper you go, you're aware that you're not aware. As you go deeper, you're listening, but you're not listening. You're concentrating with your subconscious mind, and your conscious mind is free to drift further and further away. And you're going to that deeper level, where you can communicate directly with your subconscious mind, and to allow yourself to go deeper still. You can help by just letting your body remain still. The best way you can help yourself is just to remain still, still and deeper still. As you go deeper, you can see perfectly with your eyes closed, and you can imagine right now that you're looking at the muscles in the toes and in the heel of your foot. You're tracing those muscles right back to the ball of your foot now, back to the arch, way back into the heel. And in your imagination, just turn those muscles loose, so they become just like a handful of rubber bands. And as the muscles in your feet begin to relax, just let your mind relax too. Just let your mind drift off to pleasant scenes in your imagination. And now, that sensation of deep muscular relaxation is moving up to your ankles and up to your calves. Your calf muscles are becoming heavier and so totally relaxed, up into your knees. All of your tensions are fading away. You're relaxed more and more now, with each and every breath that you take. And you're beginning to breathe more deeply now. Just breathe the way you breathe at night, when you're deep and sound asleep. And you can imagine that you can see your breath coming from your mouth and your nostrils, just like a fine white mist. And each and every time you exhale this mist, you're freeing yourself of tension, discharging any tension now, and going deeper and deeper into a wonderful and different kind of sleep. And now from your knees, all the way into your hips and the long of your thigh muscles. They're turning loose, easing off, and just relaxing now. As the muscles in your legs relax, and you just drift deeply into a pleasant state of easy relaxation. You know that wave of relaxation now is moving into your hips, into your pelvis, and that wave of relaxation is moving into your stomach. You're breathing deeply from your stomach now, just like a child, and you breathe deeply, because all breathing happens in the diaphragm. It has nothing to do with your shoulders, and you remember to breathe deeply. Now it's moving into your solar plexus and the center of your nervous energy. Every muscle and every nerve lets loose. Your tensions are fading away now and you're relaxing. You're drifting down, deeper and deeper into sleep. You're going deeper into an awareness of yourself, deeper into your own internal thoughts and into an internal state as it moves up through the ribs and into your chest. And those muscles are relaxing. Into the broad of your chest, the muscles in your chest are becoming limp and loose and so relaxed that all tensions are fading away. You're relaxing more with every heartbeat, going deeper now, deeper, as you focus on the neck muscles. And the neck muscles are all letting go. Just around your neck, the muscles are relaxing now, just as they do relax each night when you're deep and sound asleep. And your neck muscles are the first to tighten and the last to let go. And you let go. As your neck muscles let go, you are totally aware that your body is feeling deeply and wonderfully relaxed. And you can do this at any time. And now that sensation of deep muscular relaxation is moving down your back, from the base of your skull to the base of your spine. Each and every muscle and each nerve, each vertebrae is relaxing. You're drifting down deep and deeper into sleep. And that wave of relaxation now is spreading out into the broad muscles of the back, all across the small of the back and across the backs of your shoulders. You're turning loose every muscle and every nerve as you go deeper and deeper into sleep. And the muscles are letting go of old hurts and past tensions, letting go. From the shoulders now down to the elbows of both arms, your upper arm muscles are turning loose, easing off and just relaxing now. From the elbows down to the wrists of both arms. Your arms are heavy, droopy, drowsy, and they're completely relaxed as every muscle and every nerve is letting loose. Your tensions are relaxing now as you drift down, deeper and deeper into sleep. Into your jaws, the muscles are relaxing, and your jaws are parting slightly. Your teeth are not quite touching now. And all around your mouth, the muscles just let go. Up through the nose now, each and every nerve gives way to deep and profound breathing and sleep. And all around your eyes, the muscles are heavy and so relaxed. Even your eyebrows are relaxing. Across the forehead, the muscles are smoothing out, turning loose and easing off. Across the top of your skull, down the back of your neck, and down into the temples, back around the ears, and all of your muscles are loose and like rubber bands. You might just feel a tingling sensation now in your toes and in your fingers as your entire body relaxes. Each and every muscle now is loose, limp and relaxed. You're learning that you can relax easily, and relaxation is a skill that you were born with. Learning to relax, learning that skill, which you are easily developing now with practice, benefits you and aids you in the rest of your life. Each and every time you use this method for easy relaxation, you remind yourself how easy it is and how you can change things in an instant. You relax more easily now and more quickly and more deeply every time you do it. You were born able to relax anywhere. Babies easily sleep and relax themselves whenever and wherever they need to, and you're reacquiring that skill. Soon, even without this recording and even without these words, you can just close your eyes and imagine your muscles relaxing in perfect sequence from head to foot. You're able to easily relax now. Still, your mind, you can make it still whenever and wherever you need to. Anytime your mind begins to wander, you easily pull it back into these words. You inhale and you exhale, and just do that right now. Just think the words. Just think the words. Inhale and exhale. Focus your mind only on those words, and imagine the rise and fall of your chest. And if your mind tries to wander, just pull it gently back in and remember those words. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As you take yourself deeper, you're easily regaining this skill of natural automatic relaxation. As a child, you could relax easily, and you're beginning to use this skill now. You're beginning to use it daily. You were born able to relax on command, and you were born with a natural ability to express your emotions, to express yourself, and to express your feelings honestly. And now, you are learning these relaxation skills. You're learning to be at peace with yourself. Being at peace with yourself creates in you a higher level of self-esteem. But you can only be at peace with yourself if you're honest with yourself. And you know that becoming more and more honest with yourself is the way to go. It is the way forward. You identify your feelings honestly and you express them appropriately. You're choosing to be honest with yourself about your feelings. When you're hurt or your feelings are hurt, you express those feelings easily. It is so easy for you to say to yourself, I feel hurt, I feel sad, but you easily express your feelings to other people now. I feel hurt, I feel sad, I feel lonely. And it's easy for you to say whatever you feel, because you know it's the way forward. You express your feelings honestly. You always acknowledge your feelings to yourself, and you express your feelings. They no longer need to be kept within you, waiting for the body to find an outlet. You understand that feelings which are suppressed have to find an expression or an outlet through the body. You can suppress your feelings, but if you do so, you cannot eradicate them. And when you don't speak your feelings, your body has to express them for you. So anger, hurt, worry, all suppressed feelings begin to express themselves as other pains or aches within the body or within the mind. Since you are listening to this recording to alleviate stress or anxiety, you are already willing and able to acknowledge your feelings, because acknowledging your feelings is freeing you from internal stress. You know already that you're willing, committed, and motivated to acknowledging your feelings, expressing them in an appropriate way, and to feel free, and to be emotionally free, even when you can't express them out loud. You can always acknowledge them to yourself, and you do so with ease now, because acknowledging your feelings is freeing you from internal stress. You're now ready and willing and committed and able and motivated to acknowledge your feelings and express them in an appropriate way, and to feel more and more free and more relaxed as you become emotionally free. Even if you can't express them out loud, you always acknowledge them to yourself. You are now able to live a stress-free life. You deal with stress more easily because you take time to relax and because you express your feelings. Relaxing is vital to you now. It is absolutely vital to your well-being. Relaxing is never an indulgence or waste of time. You know and you think That way of relaxing is like recharging, just like a battery. Your body needs to rest and recharge itself, and you make time. You find time to relax and recharge your body. And you do this regularly, knowing that while you're in this wonderful relaxed state, your blood pressure is normal. Your glands are working in harmony and with one another. Your blood chemistry is balanced, and your body is able to repair itself. Relaxing is about relaxing the mind. You can't relax in front of the television. You can't truly relax with a book. The level of relaxation that you're experiencing right now comes from you. You can't get this level of relaxation from a pill. You're creating this level of deep, beneficial relaxation, and your mind is relaxing fully right now while you recharge and while you regenerate and repair your body, and you're more able to deal with life's challenges. You're more able to deal with whatever life has to throw or offer you, because you're able to relax fully, deeply and regularly. And you do this regularly now. And as you do so, you go deeper and deeper for just a few more moments, as your body and your mind accept that stress is most often the pressure of unexpressed feelings, and you're able to release tension by expressing your feelings, by being honest with yourself. You express your feelings honestly. You acknowledge your feelings to yourself always, and you express it to others as appropriately as you can. There are other things you can do to alleviate stress, such as exercising and concentrating on your diet. Living in the moment is also very important. Not living in the past or living in the future. Living in the moment is vital. The most important thing you can do to be happy is to forgive the past, to feel grateful for the present, and to have positive expectations about the future. But most importantly, to live in the moment, to face your fears and to make time for you. So, just let yourself go deeper now and just enjoy this state of deep beneficial healing, relaxation for just a few more moments. I'm going to bring you back to your full awareness shortly with a powerful motivation to play this recording daily so that every word is making a full, deep and profound lasting impression on you in your sleeping life and in your daily life, and most importantly in your subconscious mind right now and every time you play this recording, because you're replacing your old negative beliefs while reinforcing constructive new ones. You easily develop and maintain rapid relaxation skills, long-lasting relaxation skills, and you're now able to relax easily and adeptly. You're developing this relaxation skill, developing a new attitude to relaxation, and developing a new and long-lasting habit of expressing yourself. It comes naturally to you all at once, and it's coming naturally to you now and always. So on the count of 1, you're returning to your full awareness, feeling wonderful. And on the count of 2, you're feeling calm, relaxed, and incredibly at ease. And this feeling will stay with you for the rest of today and for the rest of your life. On the count of 3, each muscle and every nerve in your body is becoming loose and relaxed, but able to support you through the rest of today. You feel wonderful, you feel physically perfect, and mentally you're relaxed and able to deal with the day ahead, and perfectly able to express yourself and be honest with yourself. And on the count of 4, you're feeling refreshed and relaxed now, and just starting to feel the need to stretch. On the count of 5 now, feeling positive, feeling confident, feeling wonderful and at ease, and praising yourself for doing something different and listening to the recording. Just fill up your lungs, take a long deep breath, and open your eyes. So guys, that sums up today's recording, that perfect relaxation recording. And like I say, if you do need anything or you want some more advice in relation to anxiety or relaxation, please do come down to see us at the TDF. Like I say, the TDF is a charity which is based within the hospital, and they're open from a Monday to Saturday. They offer all sorts of support, including hypnotherapy, which is what I do, but we've also got nutritionists, massage therapists, and lots of people who are ready and able to help you. And if you want to find out more details about the TDF, please visit our website. That's www.tdf.org.uk. So please treat yourself well, be a friend to yourself this week, and thank you for listening.